Thank you very much for coming. Incumbent Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro has suggested that the federal government should impose a tax on soda pop and sugary drinks in an effort to drive people to make better food choices, especially those who are currently receiving food stamps. Now, in a statement prior to that, Incumbent DeLauro spoke out on television in support of these very same drinks. Her argument then was that, well, if fruit juice costs $3.79 for a bottle and soda pop or sugar water costs 79 cents or $1, well, then it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what families on a limited budget are going to do. They're going to fill their child's bellies with the soda or sugar water. Her attitude now is to suggest that the federal government should impose a tax on those very same drinks to charge a penalty to those who receive food stamps as well as everyone else, making them pay a tax on how they choose to quench their thirst. So in other words, she would impose a tax, a brand new tax on hard-working citizens all across the country whose tax dollars actually go to pay for the food stamps that are used by those who legitimately need a safety net, as well as those that receive the food stamps themselves. It's getting a new tax on everybody. You know, if it weren't so stupid, it would be hilarious. But it's not funny at all. Incumbent DeLauro has been in Congress for decades and decades, yet still her focus seems to be on food stamps and more taxes. Now she wants to do a soda tax. Well, let not your heart be troubled, because beginning on November 6th, we are going to put an end to this foolishness and begin to restore the promise of America. Thank you. I'll take a couple questions, sure.
One question about the soda tax, which is kind of controversial, is what is government's role when you have a problem like obesity? So Congresswoman DeLauro argues that we have a problem, more than half adults are obese in this country. What role should government play, if any, to address obesity?
Let me ask you a question. What business is it of mine to come into your house and tell you what you should or should not eat? None.
Is there an alternative way for government to address obesity, in your opinion? Or do you think it has any role at all trying to encourage consumer choices for what's better?
Encouraging consumer choices through information and things like that, absolutely fine. But I'll submit to you this idea of taxing behavior, if it worked, why do people still buy cigarettes? Because I checked. As of today, a carton of cigarettes, 10 packs of cigarettes, is $90, 89 cents and some change. A single pack of cigarettes is $8.50. Yet people all across America, rich and poor, are still lighting up.
Now, the argument of public health advocates, who she quotes, is that, in fact, people do buy fewer cigarettes because of that tax and they have an addiction. And that's a whole argument in Washington about the role of government. Some say that taxation can be impossible to encourage better health, and others say that government has no business penalizing, it should be more encouraging.
Government has no business in the role in that role. None. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for stopping by.
How far is it from taxing soft drinks to imposing a higher tax on alcohol, especially beer, because that contributes to obesity? I know that firsthand.
One small step. In fact, I would submit that there is no difference at all. We have the so-called sin taxes. They're very popular because they're great revenue sources for the government, and it's just another opportunity for incumbents like Rosa DeLauro to put their hands in your pockets. And I'm here to ask that Rosa DeLauro, and the rest of your incumbents, get your hands out of the people's pockets.